Yeah.
Who he is, we the pros, number one
This
fantasy
shit
show.
5-5.
We don't talk too fast, we just
And I'm gonna
find
block
out.
his
y'all
ring.
listen slow.
Block his ring light out. See?
Ooh.
I can just do that. Fix the
Now what
brows.
Let's go.
Avo trying to show his tennis shoes off now.
I put these on just for the people. You know what I mean?
I'm drinking wine for the live.
I got a stupid
What
mic
you
angle,
playing for?
but it look good on camera.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Avo, and this is Dynasty Bro Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 195. Let's go.
It's not 195, but we still cooking. What's good, Brodies and Bays? This is the Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 141. This is where you come for your fantasy football needs and to chop it up about the latest NFL news. I am Dynasty Bro Dot here with my co-bro.
Dynasty Bro Vic, man. Banner needs some cornstarch.
I
But it's
know,
all good,
man.
though. We ain't tripping. Still fine. It's good, man.
Hey man, we in a new spot, man. What's good? I'm DJ Avo though, just in case Vic forgot, but it's cool. We
I
still
ain't
get
forget.
back
He
in the
looking at
swing.
the banner. It do need a little
Hey man,
wrinkle-free spray on that motherfucker.
that's just how the light hitting it.
We gotta get a cloth boy, man.
Nah, we gotta throw it in the dryer. You throw some stuff in the dryer before school.
But
I
before
still do that for work.
I do that right now.
Still do
bro.
that. Nah, man. So we still in free agency mode. We still in draft mode. It's coming up at the end of April, man. We probably about 4 or 5 weeks, and still going through these prospects. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do our top receivers. We're gonna give a good top 4 or 5 that are pretty much the consensus top, and then if you got a splash of a guy or two, I'll throw out 1 or 2, and we'll just go from there, man. And I'm excited to get into that with all these moves that are happening. There's some good spaces, some good landing spots for these guys, and then we also get to talk about some of this free agent stuff, bro. The quarterback frenzy still going on from a couple of these top guys. So,
Yeah, that's a little wild.
yeah, I'm excited to hear what Vic got to say about all of this because he got the news, man. How y'all living today? You good?
I'm good, man. Hey, it's Tuesday. It's tax season,
Tax season.
marathon season.
Message.
Everything's up right now, man.
Vic showed me the funniest pictures earlier. I don't want to bring it up.
What
If you don't
picture?
wanna
I
bring it
forgot.
up, the AI pictures.
Oh,
The
yeah, you
picture
bring it
that-
up. I forgot that quick.
You want to bring it up in the news?
Yeah, well,
Nah, I'll just bring it up. It's because it's not news. I just look, man. We all know with all the stuff Trump got going on right now.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah,
there.
Vic showed me. I guess somebody put together an AI photo of him getting arrested, but it's like a thread of pictures in a row.
It's like a short montage.
that's how they took your boy down, man. He wasn't going out without a fight.
The picture of him. Wait, that of him running. That
Boy,
shit, wow.
Boy was ghost on him.
Hey,
man.
that chat
I respect
GPT
it.
ain't no bitch.
Yeah, man. But nah, that's random.
Oh, okay. Now we at the 3 minutes. Okay.
But nah, man, we
I'm
same
started
thing.
over.
Nah. We get to get into, to say the word, the Hood TMZ, Dynasty Bro Vic. I'm excited about that, man, because there's so much news right now. I don't know how much of it you compounded, but let's get straight to that, man, because I'm excited to talk.
All right, man. We're gonna make it make sense, man. As far as what's the word, we're just gonna touch on relevant free agency news. Of course, we hit on the coach just because it's the hometown. And then we'll get into these wide receiver prospects, man. So shout out to my guy DJ Avo, man. Gotta start off with some baseball news, man.
Let's
If
go.
y'all ain't know, MC Hammer from the town, that's Oakland. He was an Oakland A's bat boy back in the day in the 70s,
That's
late
dope.
70s. Did you know that?
Okay.
Okay.
That's fire.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
He's also a black belt, man.
He danced like he
Hold
can
up,
do
you said
everything.
he was a bad boy back in the 70s, and I'm noticing that the back of that jersey says Hammer. Hammer is his real name?
Nickname.
It's a nickname.
Yeah,
It's
he had
like,
pull
he's
back
had
then.
that nickname that long. That's crazy. That's fire. I
Yeah.
respect that. Avo in the building.
His middle name is Hammer, bro.
Say word.
All right, man, let's keep it pushing, man. Look, shout out to Indiana Preps. So I know last pod I said Jackson State news might be trending down, but we still rep and support the HBCUs all day long. I know we talked about going to the HBCU Legacy
We got
Bowl
to.
next year, so
We got
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
we plan on doing that. But got some news out of Colorado, man. Buffalo, hey, they actually got a commit from Cathedral High School that's here in Indianapolis, 2024. QB Danny O'Neal is going to be playing for Dion.
Okay.
So, of course, Shador's supposed to be coming out after this season. At least he's a, potential draft prospect.
He should be.
So, based on that, man, hey,
We gotta go to some games.
yeah. So, Danny might be next up after Shador. So we'll see. But he's
Yeah,
out of
'cause I don't know
Cathedral.
how nice he is. I got to look at that.
He's a baller though. I've been hearing, he be balling.
That's hard.
Yeah, man. That's our guy. I know it's a little glary, but whatever, man. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Can we get into it a little more? Can
nah.
I get childish?
Oh,
Yes.
Is that cool with y'all? Cool. So are we to assume he came from a 2-parent household?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the requirement for the QBs. Cathedral,
I'm not
QB
answering that.
most likely.
He
Yeah,
comes from a strong, structured family. I respect that.
Yeah, if you don't know what he's talking about, Deion basically went on the record saying, "Look, man, I need my QB, show some leadership skills, come from a 2-parent household, just have a foundation."
Which in Deion's defense, he was stating that as an archetype.
Yeah,
as an archetype, as the type of player he wants. He doesn't mean that literally for anybody that doesn't quite get that.
right. But them D linemen,
D linemen gotta have some fighting.
Out the trenches, dogs.
You gotta have some fighting. That's all.
Don't know what's for dinner.
Do it. Oh my god.
Go to school and like,
hey man,
that's out your meal.
Getting it out the mud.
I could talk that. That's
hey, free lunch is a real thing.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're recipients of that. We can talk if we live that.
Facts. Big facts.
And we've seen some dogs that came from that.
That came from that.
All right, man. Let's jump into this free agency news. So let's start with the Cowboys, man. So they got Brandon Cooks. So, he's been wanting to get out of Houston for a while. Coming off the Deshaun situation. Also, even a little bit before that, you could just tell people was flocking to leave Houston. So how do you feel about Brandon Cooks?
I think it's a good marriage for both sides, man. Cooks needed to get to a team that could compete. He's getting older. And honestly, he balls out wherever he's been. Besides last year, I think he didn't want to be there. He was kind of disgruntled. But even the year before, he balled out with the bad Texans team. And every team he goes to, he's basically, you can lock him in for 1,000 yards. And I think the Cowboys are starting to regret just giving up on Cooper, especially after the season he had last year and the weapons that they needed, out there with CeeDee Lamb, with Gallup returning banged up, and now Dalton Schultz gone. They're really going to need weapons. I think Brandon Cook can go out there and be a solid too. I'm not going to lie. Yeah,
man. He's been a solid wide receiver too. That can give you some wide receiver 1 numbers. So if you're competing, just hold him, man. But I'm not actively going to go trade for him. We already know once receivers hit that 30-year-old range, what I mean? It's almost time to come downhill, but you still see a lot of action. So let's keep it pushing there. Bucks got a new QB, 1-year deal, man. God. Baker Mayfield.
Who?
Baker Mayfield, man. 1-year deal with the Bucks. Look, here's my thing. You still got guys that are in on guys and gals from a dynasty perspective, still like Baker. But if the league is shuffling this guy around, that should tell you everything you need to know about him.
Free cow trash.
Hey, we don't see Josh Allen's and the big dogs getting shuffled around.
Hey, free cow trash, man.
Nah, man.
I'm just playing. I don't want either one of them.
They're trying to get Caleb Williams next year. So
you think so? If they are, I think they need to trade Godwin and Evans, bro. They need to do right.
It's time
by
to get
them,
young.
Man.
It's time to get young. Like they cap is kind of jacked up right now.
Those guys can really go help a team.
Yeah, they
right
could.
Now.
They could. And they got a ring too, so nothing to lose at this point.
And I think they could actually command some kind of draft capital. Like it might not, get you a lot, but Godwin's 26.
Yeah.
He can get you something in draft capital return.
I think they both warrant round 3 and 4, whatever.
Yeah, bro.
And people gotta keep in mind, like, financials tying to that too. So you don't see these guys getting, going for a 1st or 2nd round pick, like the financials. So for the next team's want to eat that cap space, so that plays into it. But all right, man. Back to Texas. So now we're gonna look at the Houston Texans, man. They got 2 guys, Dalton Schultz and also Devin Singletary, man. So how do you feel about Dalton Schultz with the Texans?
I mean, they're about to draft a rookie QB, and they always say a tight end is a rookie QB safety blanket. So why not go get him a guy that, has, he's talented. I'm not going to lie. I do think he lost his upside, though, leaving Dallas, because Dallas makes stars of tight ends, no matter how good they are. So he's going to go work with a rookie quarterback, and he probably doesn't have the upside as he did playing with Dak Prescott. But it's good in real life NFL for them.
I agree, man. I have Schultz top 12 at this point. Not even going to say top 7. You just really, a lot of question marks around the rookie QB, even though most likely it's going to be Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. But, yeah, we just got to see that play out. Now let's talk about Devin Singletary. So former Buffalo Bills running back. course, they got Dameon Pierce, man. And are they going to draft another running back, or is it going to be a two-headed monster between those dudes?
I don't think they're going to draft another running back, but I will say this. We might not look at Singletary as being talented, but I think he has some kind of grit in him, man. And I just don't think they utilize their running backs as much as they could have in Buffalo. But you've seen those stretches where they finally lean on a running back. He looks good. So I'm kind of sad that I'm not saying they brought a high caliber running back, but somebody who still has a little bit of juice. They're not old. I hate that they brought him in because I really like Dameon Pierce. I know he had a rookie wall at the back end of the year, start getting a little banged up. But before those weeks, he was actually literally balling and looking good with that bad offensive line, bad offensive scheme. He was the only player actually making plays, and you knew it was all going his way.
Okay. Back to Dallas real quick. Jake Ferguson, is he the guy, or the Cowboys going to draft a tight end or bring in a vet?
They could bring in a vet. This is a good tight end class coming in. But I don't think they're ever going to really go spend money. I think they make their tight ends.
Yeah.
So
We've seen it.
Yeah, I think Ferguson is next man up. And if he is, probably looking at close to a top 12 tight end, probably the back end top 12, but you can lock him in probably.
Now, honestly, that's how we fell into Dalton Schultz, because who did they let go before that? Who was before Dalton Schultz? Because that's how we ran up on him, right?
Yeah.
Was it Jason Witten or someone else?
I think it was old Witten finally retiring.
Okay.
I know that sounded bad. He came back after he went on that leave to go be an analyst, and then he came back for that year.
Yeah. All right, so there we go. All right, so especially redraft, might have to look at Ferguson. All right, let's keep pushing, man. Buffalo Bills, Damian Harris, so former New England Patriot. Banged up last year, though, right?
Oh, he's always banged up. That's the problem. But I think he's talented, too. The issue is I like James Cook upside, and I think, they brought in Naheem Hines. I don't know if he's still under contract, but he's a good pass catcher. I don't think they utilize him to his best abilities, but I really was excited about James Cook getting like a major role. But the one thing that Damian Harris does do is goal line. So I would hate for them to bring him in and he sneaks into a goal line role, and I think that caps the upside of what James Cook can really do, in my opinion.
Yeah. Once I saw the news, well, I actually was getting ready to drop Naeem Hines. Then I saw the news. I was like, hold up, let me back out that claim, to drop him. So yeah. I'm holding on to Naeem Hines. I'm not interested in that, but once you see the running back room starting to shift up a little bit, Damian Harris historically has been banged up. Can James Cook carry a full load? So I'm just looking at my bench at this point, but everybody's excited for James Cook. It should be his show, but you can't knock a Damian Harris, man. I mean, when he's healthy, when he's out there, he looks good, man. So,
and you would love to see them bring in a guy that could, do the pass catching role again, because that's something that they don't really focus on a lot anyway. You want the guy that's going to get the most run, because you already have conflict at goal line with Josh Allen. So you bring in another goal line guy like Damian Harris. I think it just clouds that whole backfield. I don't know if I really want to take the shot that I think everybody's going to do on James Cook this year.
All right, I skipped Adam Thielen, man, but
I don't blame you. No, I'm just playing.
He signed with the Panthers. I mean, for me, that's just really a player coach type move. So they're looking to get young, want to have a veteran that can.
But they're going to play him, though. That's the thing. He's going to run.
No, he's going to play. Of course, he's going to play. So he's there to mentor Terrace Marshall. Who else they got? Of course, they got Visca Chenault, Shy Smith.
They're probably going to draft.
Yeah, they're going to draft somebody.
I don't think Adam Thielen's going to be a trap, though, because people are going to see that and think he's going to be the number one, which he probably will. But even if he is, it's probably going to be a bad offense first year.
Yeah.
Probably going to focus on the run game a lot, and they're going to be with a rookie quarterback no matter what. So remember that.
All right, man. Last guy, then we get into some storylines, but keep it home with the Colts, man. I'm not interested in this, but I'm just announcing it. So Paris Campbell, man, he went to the Giants, and of course, we brought in Isaiah McKenzie from the Bills. So I'm not interested. I'm just calling it out, man. I mean, because people like Paris Campbell, so people may look at it like, oh, he's taking on the Paris robe. So
why you had to call out Darius Slayton staying with New York?
All right, man. Let's keep pushing. All right. The Colts, Lamar Jackson, man. Now we're starting to hear some rumblings, potential landing spot, but still no movement, man. So do you think the Colts are really entertaining this, or is this just like rumors?
If I know anything about the Colts, they sit on their hands. So I think people are speaking it because it would be nice and it makes most sense for both sides. But I don't think the Colts are really going to entertain it. I think they're going to sit on their hands. I don't think they're going to try to scoot up to Arizona's pick to try to get their pick of the last two. I think they're just going to take the shot at whoever falls, and that's a Colts move, and I hate that sometimes for our team.
I agree. Plus, Lamar's asked for $200 million guaranteed. I mean, at this point, we've already paid Darius Leonard, paid Big Q. We're going to have to re-up Michael Pittman here pretty soon. It makes sense for them to get a rookie quarterback. All right. A couple more storylines. Austin Eckler, man, he's pursuing other options, so he's not interested in playing on his current contract. Looking for that bag, man. He definitely deserves it, man. So do you see Austin Eckler returning to the Chargers, or is he going to be out there?
I'm not going to lie. It would be nice to see, honestly, for the cap situation, it would be nice to. I know he's so much of the offense, so I'm going to sound crazy saying this, but it would be nice to just let him walk. Let him go do what he wants to do. Go get a bag. You don't really want to pay running backs, especially not a 28-year-old. He's not a big bat, and I don't know if he could take on a full load again. But imagine them just letting him walk, right? And then their defense has always been good. They're stacked once they get healthy. They brought back all their receivers. The O-line is improving. Imagine them just letting him walk and them taking a Gibbs that can do a lot of the things Austin Eckler can do. Is a hell of a pass catcher. Just as good of a pass catcher. Like his prospects are amazing as a pass catcher out the backfield. And you save the money and the issues trying to come to an agreement with somebody.
Yeah, I mean, teams are showing us who they are, right? We saw this play out with Melvin Gordon. So, he was at that same stage, right? 28 years old. They let him walk. So, Austin Eckler, it's his turn now. So, are you interested in Isaiah Spiller at this point?
I'm not going to lie, man. I'll bring it to where he hit home. I wanted to tell you when you picked him up that day, bro, he lost his spot last year. And it's one of those things where it's like maybe – the offseason he could turn it around, but he wasn't even. He started off as the backup by the end of the season. He was third on the depth chart. And that kind of concerned me.
Yeah, and they even brought in Sony Michel, bro.
Yeah, that kind of concerned me.
So that sums it up. All right, man. Still something to watch. Watch that backfield. A couple more things, and we'll get out of here. Dolphins, they exercised Tua's fifth-year option, man. How do you feel about Tua, like in Dynasty?
He scares me. He scares the shit out of me.
Is it the health? Well,
bro.
Let's talk about it.
Well,
the health is like.
Yeah, besides the health.
Yeah, besides the health. Put the health to
if
the
we
side.
know he's going to be healthy going forward, if we know he's not going to deal with the concussion situation anymore, hell yeah, I love Tua. His weapons are great. You've seen that the scheme works in his favor, and he knows how to utilize his receivers. But I can't deny the concussion thing. I've seen the concussion take guys out like immediately.
Yeah,
and stop careers. So it's hard for me to want to invest into Tua in Dynasty because of that reason, because you don't know how long it's gonna last.
Man, and look from a fantasy side, man, like he has two receivers that can finish in the top 7. I mean, we just saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then of course he was hurt, but he'll have a QB2 season or QB3. But if he's out there, man, I can still see him having 2 receivers finishing in the top 12, but still have a QB2 season, and that just doesn't add up for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I got some 2 in some places, so he's my QB2, man. So great system, great weapons. I'm just gonna ride it out for now, man. Unless he like really balls out this year, then you could, potentially flip him. All right, last thing, man. Cam Newton throwing at Auburn's pro day, man. Should he just leave that to the kids, man?
Yeah,
those guys have it. He's like taking the shine, man. That's how I'm looking at it.
Because when he pull up, it's all about Cam Newton.
Yeah, man. So I mean, let Tank Bigsby have his day, man, and whoever else is gonna be out there, because I don't know who else is gonna be out there.
I heard this earlier today. I said, so is he gonna get drafted again? Like, is that an option? He's starting his career over? Can you do that?
Man,
because other than that, why are you there? Unless it's to support the kid.
Nah, man. He's
like, they ain't got their own quarterback.
Maybe they didn't have nobody to throw to the receivers.
Okay.
Bless you, little fella.
All right, man.
I got some news.
Go ahead.
What do you think? Where do you think Zeke will land now that he's released from the Cowboys?
He needed to go to a win now situation. Somebody that need a pro. pass blocker. Man,
Where's Aaron Rodgers going?
he's going to the Jets
Oh,
eventually. But I don't.
Zeke going with.
Wait, are you talking about Rodgers or Zeke?
I'm talking about Zeke going with.
No, I'm talking about Vic when he said he's going to the Jets.
Nah,
I'm
that's
talking
what he
about
said.
Rodgers.
No, he said
Okay.
Rodgers. Like, where's Rodgers?
Okay.
I said Rodgers supposed to be going to the Jets.
All right, because I was about to say, bro, do not throw that on Brees Hall like that.
You know what though? I can see Zeke going to the Bengals, man. Went to Ohio State. They did they get rid of Joe Mixon, or they're probably getting ready to?
Well, I mean,
It's talks that they're going to get rid of him.
you
but
said he's a pass.
Samaje Perine not there anymore.
But look, that'll help him out in the passing game, and also, a veteran back. They don't mind running multiple backs, so I can see him go to the Bengals. All right,
I can see that too.
all right, man. Anything else?
I think it won't let me.
That's cool. Hey, DJ
There you
Avo,
go.
What's good?
where can the people follow you at?
Hey man, follow me on Twitch at DJ Avo Love. That's DJ AVOLXVE.
Hey, wait, while you shine
33,
yourself
let's
out, we got a follower, a listener, Ben R, says, shout out to my man spinning in the back.
What's good? Right on, man.
We appreciate you. Good looks.
But yeah, hey yo, Dot, where can we follow you at, bro?
Hey, follow me at I should be the one spinning in the back getting compliments at I'm just playing. Now follow me at Dynasty Bro Dot on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the main Instagram page at Dynasty Bros FF. And follow the YouTube page, Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Pod, baby, and subscribe. Subscribe, hit that button, click it, smack it if you need to.
Yep.
Hey Vic, where can we follow you at, brother?
Chiefs Host FF, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast if you're listening. Dynasty Bros FF. Subscribe to the YouTube. Yeah, fantasy football. I used to play Madden. I just deleted it. But Warzone. Yeah.
Damn.
NCAA on the way. But I really don't have time for video games.
The new MLB on the way. Yeah, I mean,
I might need to get back on that MLB. I'm
Hey, they
thinking
got
about FIFA too.
I got this shirt on just for them. Shout out to them. Holding it down for the Negro Leagues.
you
What's
see,
good?
Hey, you see what I'm rocking?
You know it. Let's go. We know you fucks with us, Dot. We good. You good, bro?
Yeah. You should have gave him the hat for a minute.
They made me feel like I ain't a Negro.
You are.
Hey, tell a friend to subscribe. All right. We don't have any major injuries or anything.
Nah, main topic.
Yeah, let's get straight to it, man. We got the top 5 prospects at wide receiver coming out of the draft this year. Last episode we did quarterbacks, and there was an obvious 4. We did a couple on the back end, so we came up with an obvious 5. And if you want to throw anybody else out there, you have your leisure to do that. So I don't have any order. So what do you want to do?
I want to go with who you think is your number 1. Well, not who you think because you'll know, but I don't know who's your number 1. So let's go with that guy. Who's your number 1? Let's start with that guy.
My number 1 is the guy that played with 2 number 1s this past year.
Okay.
When he was in college. So we can do that.
Okay. So you talking about Jackson Smith and Jigba. Hey, go ahead. I'm let you lean in.
Look, bro. I mean, I hate doing this, but I feel like you have to sometimes you got to read the writing on the wall, man, because Justin Jefferson was a dog in college, right?
Yep.
But we all remember Chase having the better year. And it was like, yeah, I remember leaning to the draft. So many analysts were like, yeah, but you can't just say Chase is going to be just as good as Jefferson because, he was just as good as him in college. And I'm starting to think that when we get to the point where it's like, okay, this is obviously a prospect in my eyes and in the NFL's eyes, sometimes the writing on the wall should be a little bit more obvious to follow. So you see all these interviews where Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson were asked who was the best receiver that year, and they both said Jackson Smith and Jigba. I'm gonna quit trying to be cute with it and just say, hey, we hope he does puts up those numbers that he did this year, but he's going to be good because the profile says it. Even I don't know, man. Everything he does is his route running, his separation in like the short field of the game. His hands are elite. He's a dog, bro. And I think any team could use him. Like, he's not going to be an outside one. He's going to be a slot guy, but he's going to be one of those slot guys that just dominate targets and just make defenders look crazy, bro. So how you feel about JSN?
Yeah, definitely got to call out his big historic performance at the Rose Bowl 2021. So 15 catches, 347 yards, bro. That's a NCAA stat game right there. But to your point, man, like you said, man, you got Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, bigging up Jackson. Like, bro, looking at his agility scores and the short yardage distance, 10 yards and all that stuff, man. That's what you want, man. Sometimes it's not always about running a 4-2. Like, can you just win? Can you create separation? Like guys like Keenan Allen, that can just run hard routes, Chris, and they just get open. So, man, now let me tell you something. I actually traded Amon-Ra St. Brown for the 103, and I know Jackson's going to be there, man. So tell me who you rather have, man. I know. Because I actually got a situation where I did both. Like, okay, I gave up 103, got Amon, and then I also, like, gave up Amon and got the 103. So
the issue is I like them both. They're both amazing, bro. Amon-Ra ended up being in a better offense than what we expected. So that's real good for him. Has a real good rapport with Jared Goff. We hope that JSN come in and does what Amon-Ra does. So I feel like you can go either way. But as of now, I would, if I'm on a team that, I got some kind of like role about myself or we're winning team, just give me the obvious guy that's already doing it. But if you're kind of just like out there on a limb and your team's like somewhere in the middle, I feel like you can have it either way. Like you can take your shot. If you want to just say, give me the younger guy, I think he could come in and do the same thing St. Brown did his rookie year, and we'll be perfectly fine with that.
So let me tell you why I'm leaning Jackson. Like I feel like we're seeing Amon ceiling, and which is great. It's good, right? I'll take that. He's had a top 12 finish, but we're inserting Jameson Williams, who's a dog, right? Like we all know how we felt about him coming in last year, coming off the injury, all that good stuff. So I just feel like at this point, Jackson has a higher ceiling, but at worst case, he's an Amon-Ra St. Brown. At least that's what we're expecting, right? So
as long as it goes to the right spot,
yeah,
as long as it's utilized. I think Amon-Ra coming out wasn't as good of a prospect as JSN, so I will say that.
Yeah,
but I think situationally he ended up in a better spot than people would have thought.
Right,
and it's working out for him.
Goff took that. I ain't gonna say he took a leap, but he
did, bro.
He found like that system.
I say Goff took a leap because that Sean McVay system works for quarterbacks. I feel like he had to go out there and actually find out how to play quarterback now on his own. And that's what he's doing. So he is a better quarterback now at this point. But nobody expected that. So St. Brown is in a great situation because this offense is only getting better. The O-line was one of the best O-lines last year, and they're young and they're going to improve going forward. So I'm excited for JSN, though, man. He's a dog.
All right,
okay,
bet.
so who's your number one?
Yeah, I'm going with JSN as well.
Okay, bet. So you name your number two since you let me go with my number one.
Man, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Jordan Addison. So wide receiver out of USC. Of course, he transferred out of Pittsburgh, and that's where, he actually won the Biletnikoff Award when he's a sophomore at Pittsburgh, man. So that speaks volume to be considered as the top wide receiver in the country as a sophomore. Bro, like, that's crazy. But he went to USC. A little bit of a down year, but you already know what he brings. So he can, he's going to be a PPR guy at the end of the day.
Facts.
He's going to catch the ball. He's going to run routes. I see him as a slot guy, just given his size. So, of course, he's about 5'11", 175. So a little bit, a little smaller, a little light in the ass, man. We're just going to say it, but I'm sure he'll get to the league and add on a good 8 to 10 pounds the right way.
We hope so.
But either way, man, you're not going to put 5'11", 185 on the outside, man. That's a slot guy all day. So reminds me like a Christian Kirk, man. But yeah. I've also heard comparisons to Devonta Smith. I don't really like that comp.
I think Devonta has way better hands.
Yeah.
Devonta hands is like one of a kind, bro.
Yeah.
And I think Devonta Smith has, as little as he is, he has some big man ball about him. Like he goes out there and get it. Yeah, he plays way bigger than what his size is. And I think Jordan Addison, he's quick, but he's also a finesse player. And I think Devonta can do a little bit of both. I don't know if I haven't seen enough of Jordan Addison playing big bully ball at his size.
Yeah, man. Devonta 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4"
ninja.
Yeah,
bro.
I gotta clean up. Can we cuss on YouTube live? All right.
Shit.
We can now.
Is that a cuss word?
But nah, I love Addison. I'm not gonna lie though. He's my number 3 just because I don't know, some
He's your number 3?
yeah,
Okay.
just because I'm wrapped up in the 6'4" guy.
That's really 6'2".
Yeah,
Okay.
but
6'4" with cleats.
run a 4.4. He because he has the obvious chance to be the only one that can be like a solid number 1 receiver on the outside. Because these next 3 guys, well, Addison, then the other 2 guys after Quentin Johnston, are all going to be the smaller slot type of guys that I really love, that kind of have the same like archetype as far as their career. Because honestly, bro, I love Addison and the other 2 small guys. Like, I think they're all going to be dope. I think Jordan Addison is so good because he like embarrasses defenders with his route running. He creates so much space. His the way he can shift and stop on a dime like no other out of the class coming out this year, man. So you just look up and you see him have defenders lost because that's how his route running is. And, so I love to see that from him. But the only reason I went with Quentin Johnston is because, like I said, man, he has the chance to be the outside alpha receiver to the right team. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I'll watch his highlights, man. I'm watching his tape. He does have some wiggle about him, man. Like he gets the ball, he has strong hands, and he makes defenders miss. And he breaks tackles, man. And it's the one thing. Sometimes you get a big guy and they can just, you get the Mike Evans of the world who they can break for a big play down the field with some speed every once in a while. But give me the guy that can do that and break tackles, like pick up speed, like as soon as he catch the ball. That's hard to find sometimes. So I'm kind of getting caught up in that. But clearly, I don't even know if that's your 3rd guy on it. So
nah, he's not, man. I'm actually I'm not interested in investing a rookie draft pick on Quentin. So, and again, I'll always leave it open-ended, right? I always leave room for guys to improve, turn around, but I'm not interested in investing a rookie draft pick. Given the size, man, he does lack on like the run blocking side of things. And in the NFL, as a receiver, you got to block. So, and then also being 6'2" and 6'4", like a big body guy, man, if you're going up jump balls with the gator arms and, you know what I mean? Like, if you tall, play big if you're going to, if you're big. So, those are just some of my concerns, man, because these DBs are feisty in the league, man.
Yeah,
even these 5'9" DBs, like, they don't care. They'll match up with you. They're going to get into you and disrupt you. So, those are just some of my concerns with him coming out. But put the ball in his hands, yeah, he can create and wiggle, like you said, man. But we see it too many times, man. These speedster guys, like straight line guys, even though he has a little more wiggle, you never hear from him again, or you waiting for him to break out year 5. And I don't believe in that.
Whites
man.
of the world.
Yeah, man. So, hey, I mean, these receivers show, man. Like, look at Devonta and all these guys, 900 yards rookie season. You know what I mean? Those are the breakouts. Like Terry McLaurin, 900 yards and sophomore year, 1,000. You know what I mean? So the signs are there. So I don't see him being a 1,000-yard guy as a rookie.
I understand that. I get it. I'm
out. On the draft pick at least. But hey, if that's your guy, that's your guy. That's what makes it fun. And that's when guys fall to me. Guys like Zay Flowers, man.
Is that your 3?
Yeah, man. I'm going with Zay. So smaller guy, 5'9". He was 170, but he put on like 183 now. It's 185. So another slot guy, and reminds me of an Addison, man. But I say he runs a little more tougher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has like a running back mentality to him. So that's a guy that should be there. Late in the first round. I'm not waiting to the second round, man. Early second. Like, get your guy, man. So
he has more of the my ball. Okay, so remember how we talked about how, I don't want to compare Addison to what Devonta Smith do. I think Zay Flowers has a little bit more of the Devonta Smith in him, the my ball mentality.
Right.
Like, you can't do nothing with it. I'm gonna go get it before you get it. He has that, and I love that. And honestly, man, the reason I like Addison more than him, and they're the same kind of player, is because I see Addison with his route running creating more separation and confusing these defenders. But I like Zay because no matter what you do, you couldn't stop him. They knew he was the only guy on the team. We know the ball's going his way. He's still going out there doing it. I don't know how I have to see how that reflects on a guy, because every guy can't adjust like Smith did in the NFL with these bigger guys. But if I had to guess, Zay Flowers will adjust and he'll be good. He'll still have that mentality. And he's my number 4, but he's a dog. He's complete. Like he just wants to play ball.
Hey, he's a quicker, faster Steve Smith. That's how I look at him. Like Steve Smith was a dog at what 5'9".
Yeah, bro.
Same thing. That's how I look at Zay. Like you can literally like he could be your number 1 on your squad. So all right, man. Any other guys where we just group these other guys? Because I know it's a lot of other names, man. And
I like Josh Downs kind of in the same way how I like Addison and Zay Flowers. They all around the same height, 5'10", 5'11", 170-ish, and just they do the same things well. He's very shifty though. I think he's like the shiftiest with the ball in his hands. So all of these slot guys, man, I'll tell you this: the NFL are gonna love these guys, the slot guys, because all 3 of them are fire.
that's what it feels like. It's the year of the slot receivers, man. So it's a slot wide receiver year. I'm gonna throw out a guy that I'm not interested in that has a lot of buzz. You may be, but Rashee Rice.
Not really.
Out of SMU, man.
No, I'm good.
I mean, I just feel like they're showing us like who they are as far as like when they get to the league. Like they put up nice numbers and that spread offense, but it's not translating to the league. So I'm staying away. But a couple guys who I am interested in, like I'm just gonna like back in. I'm talking about like late 3rd round, 4th round, like dart throws. I'm gonna group these 2 guys together, man. So Puka Nakau out of he played at BYU. I know he came from Washington.
Okay.
But he's a 6-foot guy. I mean, he kind of reminds me of a Mike Evans. I know he's not a 6'4", 6'5" like Mike Evans, but that's kind of his game, like a 50-50 ball kind of guy. Run some routes. Not going to create much separation, but he'll go up and get the ball. I'm also going to group Keyshawn Boot. I know.
There we go.
I know, man. We got to talk about
I
it.
was waiting for his name. I was going to bring him up if you did.
Either you love it or you hate it. And this is just more so like, look, he's shown us some good things. I know this last year wasn't great, but it's like 4th round, late 3rd. Why not? I mean, we already know the Tigers, they have a type, right? Their type is real like an Odell, that 5'11", 205 type guys. Of course, you had your Chases and Jeffersons come out, but they always seem to bring in a guy that's like 5'11", 205. You know what I mean? That's like Odell's prototypical size. So how do you feel about Keyshawn?
I feel completely let down in all of my Devy leagues because whatever the hell was supposed to click this year he's supposed to be the number 1 guy at receiver, and getting into trouble at LSU and just not really doing anything on the field. I thought it was a bigger guy, measurables, like before the whole, combine stuff. I thought he was, like an inch taller, maybe a little bit thicker, but I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. I feel completely dumb because this year it didn't click for him, and it was supposed to be one of his dominating years.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how to feel about him right now. 2
guys I'm taking before him. I'm gonna group these 2 guys together. More slot guys. Marvin Mims out of Oklahoma, freshman All-American, man.
That's who I was gonna bring up.
Go ahead, talk about him.
4-3. Bro, I've been loving Marvin Mims, and here's the thing: I think he can do it at all levels, bro. He's so quick. He's a ball hawk too. You can throw it up to him; he'll go get the ball. He creates separation. I don't know, just in general, what happened with the team. The team was more of I don't know, it expanded a little bit more. They added some more guys, but I still think, like, if you watch his tape, he's a dog, bro. And he's everything you need. He has a real good size about him, too. Like, he's not no 6'4" guy. But
yeah, he's like, what, 5'9", 5'10", 180?
Yeah, but, he's a little bit thicker than these other guys, right, though. That were coming in at 170 all year. But nah, man, I love Marvin Mims, and that's one of the guys that I think if the right NFL team take him, he's going to be on my radar on the back end.
Man, and a guy that's going to be on my radar too, besides him, Charlie Jones, man, out of Purdue. He reminds me of a guy that can be a Julian Edelman. He actually ran a good 40 at the combine, so that boosted him up. But we saw him dominate at Purdue, all the catches, all the yards, transferred around a lot, moved around a lot. I believe he played at Iowa State prior to Purdue, and I think he played at Buffalo. Yeah, man, so those are guys I'm looking to just grab later on in my rookie drafts. But it is going to get to a point where I'm not really interested, meaning I'm going to be in some drafts where we're on the 4th, 5th round. I'm just saying skip. I'm cool. So to be honest, man, overall, I mean, I'm not really too excited for this draft outside of the QBs, like the top 3. And then a couple receivers and a couple running backs. Other than that, man, it's like dart throws.
Facts. And we just got to see who these NFL teams actually fall in love with. I guess that's the thing we won't know until after the draft.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody you got, Avo?
Nope.
All right. Avo said nope. All right, man. So, yeah, bro, that's the top 5, wide receivers. Come back with these running backs and get to clear these prospects before we get into the real NFL draft.
Real quick, rank your top 5 again coming out in order.
I got Jackson Smith and Jigba, Quentin Johnston, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, Josh Downs. That's my top 5.
I'm out on Downs, by the way.
He just reminds me of like the other 2 guys. Like if they're
Straight line guy.
Yeah, but when he get that ball in his hand.
Yeah. Let me see if I can name 5. Like that's how, usually okay, these are my 5. I don't, you know what I mean? But my 5, JSN. So Jack Smith and Jigba, Jordan Addison. Then I'm going to Zay Flowers at 3.
You going Butte?
I guess I go Quentin Johnson 4, and then my 5 is man. I'm gonna go ahead and go Marvin Mims, man.
Yes,
that's what I'm gonna do, man. So yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. You put Marvin in your top 5. I got him in some Devies, and he gonna take off.
Yeah,
take
man.
Off.
So
and he gonna take off.
All right, man.
Take off, man. He gonna take off.
Are we into this closing?
Yeah, let's get into my favorite segment to say something good to the people. This is where you come to say anything you're going through, vent, celebrate something, talk about a black business, talk about what you got going on. This is the platform to do it, to show people that we're not just a fantasy football podcast, we're a real life podcast. So I love this shit. Anybody want to volunteer to go first?
Let's go with Avo, man. We ain't heard from him in a while.
Yeah, Avo, grab the microphone. Pause.
Super pause. Super duper pause. All right, so what I want to say to the people is, man, don't let life stress you out, man, before you know all the facts. I got a short story. My dad had to go to the hospital last week. He had to stay for like 5 days. And originally I was super stressed out. I was like, yo, what's going on? I don't understand. He had a new kidney put in a couple years ago. They said they found some things wrong. I was literally assuming the worst. So I was like, man, I don't want to go see him. I'm nervous. I ain't feeling this. And then I finally built up the courage and I was like, man, let me just call him and see what's up. He answered the phone like, hey, what's up, son? I was like, hold on, man. You don't sound sick at all. He's like, I'm not. Why? They just thought they found something, son. I'm good. Like, I'm still fine. Nothing was wrong. I just came to the hospital because they thought they found something. So I just want to encourage everybody, man, don't stress out without finding out all the facts, man. I thought I knew what was going on. I ain't know nothing. And it wasn't that bad, man. So I just encourage you, man, just take some time, take some deep breaths, find out the full situation, and then deal with your emotions after that. Yeah.
All right, I'll step in. We'll let Vic go last. I just want to say, no matter what you're going through, how hard you're working, how sidetracked you get, hey, take some time to do something fun. Take a break, man, and enjoy a day or two. I'll tell you this. I can't tell you the last time before this weekend. I can't tell you the last off day I had. But this weekend, man, I live like a damn college kid, man. St. Patty's Day weekend, I went out. My lady went to a bar crawl. We went to a black tie empowerment event Saturday during the day. Ended up at a silent party, listening to some good music on Saturday night. Woke up, went to a brunch with some of the homies Sunday, and then cleared my head. Got to go to the grocery store, get all the meal prep done, cooked a little bit. But I literally didn't work at all this weekend, didn't think about it. And I went out and enjoyed myself and just did some out of the ordinary things for myself. So as much as I feel like I didn't have a time to sit down, I enjoyed the hell out of my weekend, man. And I don't know when I'll be able to get through that again outside of being out of town. So I want to tell everybody to do that, man, because that was like a breath of fresh air. So take some time to enjoy yourself, man, and life and the things around you, bro. Go do something to enjoy yourself.
That's what's up, man. Glad to hear that. And like I said, like I opened up with, man, it's marathon season, man. So whatever you want in life, it's time to go after it now. And it's time to stay disciplined and stack those daily habits, man. So those daily habits turn into consistency, and you'll start to see some results. So yeah, man, like I've been staying in the gym more consistently, more conscious about what I'm eating. Even though I just crushed 2 milkshakes the other night back to back, but I'm like, man, why am I doing this?
Bro, what flavor milkshakes you having? Where
Yeah,
you
let us know. What's good?
Oreo cookie milkshake from Shake Shack, man.
You went and bought 2 shakes?
Two?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Of the same kind?
Actually, had
You
a
get one
DoorDash,
and white.
man. I usually
You still bought 2?
I know, man. But look, it's one of those things
Oh,
where like
man.
you save more with the, you know
I
how
was
to
about
get
to
you,
say,
you
I
spend
can
$4
see
more
if
dollars.
wifey didn't want hers. Wifey didn't want hers, so you drank
Hey,
hers.
I usually throw one in the freezer for like later in the week and pull it out.
Hey, I like that OG move.
But
That's cool, but nigga, you ordered 2 for the same night.
hey, I was on
Hey,
the game
man,
too. I was on
he-
Warzone too.
He was
so.
he was in the zone, bro.
Yeah, man. It's one of the things.
Warzone. Head ass.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, but back to it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's marathon season, man. So shake out some of these bad habits, man.
You see what he did there?
Oh,
Shake
yeah. I didn't
out
even
some
think
of them
about
bad habits.
that one.
Okay, my bad. I'm cutting.
Yeah, didn't. But yeah, man. But it's time to stack those daily habits, man, and you'll see some results, man. So just stay the course. So I'm excited, man. That's it.
Yeah, man. We're gonna shake free this year.
All that, man. And with that being said,
We on. Nah, another one. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. And I like this live thing, man. People gonna be chiming in that we don't know and stuff. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube Dynasty Bros Fantasy Football Pod. I'm A.P. Dot. This Vic, Dynasty Bro Vic, Dynasty Bro Dot. Look at DJ Avo, Dynasty Bro DJ Avo.
Man.
That belt right there is mine.
Let's go.
Mine.
Let's go. Got the dub.
All right, Avo, walk us out, brother.
Hey, man, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Week goes in. We the bros, Dynasty Bros. Catch us here probably like in a week or two. You know, we be back. We the bros, Dynasty Bros.
Dynasty Bro Style.
Nigga, we the bros.
Who he is, we the bros. #1 fantasy show. We don't talk too fast. We